Hello everyone, Super Mustache Pika here, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Quest III, Seeds of Salvation. In the last episode, we had traveled to the only place we have not yet been on this map. Well, there's another place, but we come to the Kingdom of Menoza. We arrive and we found out there was a funeral. And in the last episode, we explored, we bought some new weapons and armor. And in between episodes, I went and got the stealth suit. The stealth suit, I think, can only be used by mages and thieves. And unfortunately, I don't have either one. But today, we are going to try and solve the mystery of why the king, who is renowned as once peaceful and loving, as a tyrannic bastard. I know I'm using language, but yeah, I know. Anyways, we search around here. Well, there's nothing searching for, but we're going to actually, to progress the story, we actually have to go talk to the king. Just talking to people. I thought one of them said something about a weird... I think in the NES version of the Super Famicom translation version, there's someone talking about why they have to make like with bugs and weird and critters, wooden critters or something. It's like some kind of disgusting stew. But anyways, we approach the king. Boom. Grr, who are you? How do you get in here? King, no look of you. Okay, that's weird of a king. Guards throwing dungeon, and yeah, we're going to jail. Vamos, hurry, let's go. They're throwing us in jail. If you hear that, don't mind me. I'm just cracking open a beverage. I'm hoping to get more of these videos out because I've been swamped with work. I have to work a lot lately, so I might do a update video after I record after this recording session. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, they're gonna throw us in jail. But wait a minute, they're gonna slam the door behind us, and no talking, whatever. Yeah, they didn't take our items or weapons, and guess what? We have a way of getting the hell out of here. Yeah, I was just seeing if there's anything where we talk to this minstrel. And he sings a song about Samoa, who is from this area, and he kind of gives a hint where Samoa was sent. And we'll be heading there after, but right now, with the storyline of the game, we have to do this. We have to progress through Menoza and figure this all out. Anyways, there's a corpse, dead, nothing. Talk to this belly dancer. She just knows that monsters have begun to take over our hearts, perhaps even our bodies. Okay, a little hint at that. And then there's a soldier here, or a traveling warrior, and he tells us about Ra's mirror. That is actually what we're going to be going for in today's episode. Worms, this is not monarchy, this is tyranny, yes. And we want to resolve the tyranny of this kingdom. But if we go down here and we look, and it's like, what the? Why is there a king down here? Well, if we talk to him, if we examine the ground, we find a diamond. A diamond is a diamond, if you can tell by how it's spelt. It's basically an item that each character can carry. If you are hit with a instant death spell, like whack or thwack, it actually will protect you from dying. It's a one-time item. I think there's only a couple in the game. I know in later versions of Dragon Quest, I think like 4 and onward. I think especially like 4, 5, and 6, especially on the DS, you can get a ton of those. And I even think in like 5 and 6, you can even buy them in stores. But yeah, as you see, we're in the cemetery area. And yeah, the staircase is always here. We can always come in through this way, even though there's really no point. Because the guard that's blocking the guard that's in front of the steps to go back up to the castle does not move, will not move. I think he even throws us back in our cell. Anyways, if we head southeast here, there's a cave surrounded by a poison marsh. In here we got some voodoo gooders and walking corpse. Walking corpse we fought way back in the Great Pyramid. No big threat. And the voodoo gooders, they can cast zing and they drain our magic, so nothing too threatening. I think they can potentially cast confuse or fiddle, as it's called, but I'm not sure. But anyways, right now I'm gonna basically say we're about, I'm gonna call it the halfway point of the game, and this is where the game starts to get more, the difficulty starts to pick up more and more. Like, I know in earlier episodes when we were in Romeria and when we were heading for Asham, that's where the difficulty spike, first difficulty spike hit. The second one is about here if you're under level, and I know what we have to do next, what I'm going to have to do next. The difficulty spike jumps up even more. It's insane if you're not. We're about the right level to be here. I'd like to be a little higher level. I wouldn't mind being like level 24, 25. But we'll be fine. I've already pre-mapped this area out, and here we got some Wordles. We can meet these guys on the sea. They have about 200 defense. They are susceptible to sap, but it's not very successful. That's why I'm trying to use the Orochi sword, and I'm even going to have Sadas cast sap. Also, about this point in the game, you want to make sure you have party members that can cast buff magic to buff up your party, and also to debuff your enemies, because it can get a little dangerous. These guys can, yeah, they can forth sickly sweet breath that can put us to sleep, and it's a nuisance. In between episodes, when I was doing a little grinding, because you can see we did go up some level, a level or two, I think each character did. These guys can put all of you to sleep, and it is a major pain in the ass. But anyways, down here, there are no treasures on the first level. And then here, there is basically like a trail, like almost like a trail of crumbs of treasure chests. And we're going to open all these. And also in between episodes, I'll be showing it off here in a little bit. Lollipie did get a new spell we can use outside of battle. Just getting some items and some gold, and here we get 24 gold. I think one of these has something. And more Wordles, nothing too bad. Sap. Okay, it worked. Sometimes it doesn't. I think it's like a maybe 50% chance. I'm not entirely sure. As I'm playing this game, I'm kind of using an old walkthrough based on the Super Famicom version or Game Boy Color just to refresh my memory for some of this stuff. Because nothing's really changed. I mean, some items and treasures have changed, but yeah. And here we get another mini medal. I think that's mini medal close to almost 60 mini medals. But in here, there's 4 chests. Yeah, you don't want to open any of these. They're all mimics. In here, I'm going to show off the new spell. Lollipie has the spell Peep. It lets you reveal the nature of a treasure's contents. If a reddish light shines, it's a mimic or a canna box. If it's bluish, it's an item. So if you're not sure what's in the treasure, you can spend 3 MP with your sage. I think the wizard, I don't know if the priest or the wizard gets it, but the sage gets it. And it's a spell that you most definitely want to use, especially if you want to avoid mimics, which are right now, the first mimic we could have met was in Gaia's Navel. Yeah, we're not going to deal with them. Mimics, they can cast instant death spells, they can put you to sleep, they can drain your magic. I don't want to deal with that crap, so. And I'm trying to see what these guys are susceptible, so I'm trying crack, because sap isn't working. Let's see, that was a waste. Yeah. More sweet breath, I keep falling asleep. Kuroken is asleep. So my 2 biggest hitters are asleep, so this sucks. Alright, so that, yeah, look at that, 3. These guys are a pain in the ass, and their stronger cousins are not any better. All they are flipping dragons with shells. But yeah, also Sadas has whack. Also, yeah, that is right. Let's see, does it work? Yeah, Wordles are susceptible to whack, but I'm not sure if whack doesn't credit you with experience points and gold for using it if you kill an enemy with whack. I know if you use Poof or Blasto, you do not get the experience points. So yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell. I'll have to double check as we keep going through here. But yeah, there's a lot of treasures down here. We're gonna go this way. And we have a new enemy, Skeletons. Skeleton Swordsman. Skeleton Swordsman can attack twice per round. They can cast Kasap. Fighting a group of these guys can be pretty dangerous right now. Kasap drain, as I mentioned before, Kasap drains 50% of your defense. So imagine if you're fighting 3 or 4 skeleton swordsmen, like I had between episodes, and all of them cast Kasap. They can drain all of your defense, and they all attack twice. If you're not on top of healing or casting Kabuff that can't counter it, you can be easily killed. I've also remembered this is the point of the game where most of the monsters you come across start using ridiculous spells. They are spell heavy. They're using Kasap, Sizzle. I don't think they use Sizzle yet. Using Sizzle, Crackle. Just stronger versions of spells that we don't even have yet. I think both Akuro and Lollipie have Frizzle and Sizzle, but that's not much. I mean, the lightning staff that I gave to Sados casts Sizzle. Or yeah, see here, I'm not sure what's in these, so I'm just going to check anyways. Okay, find a Seed of Resilience. And a heads up, most of these videos coming up during this run I'm doing commentary on, they're going to be pretty long. I think they're anywhere between, they're between about 16 to 20, over 20 minutes long. Here we got a new enemy, Shadow. I think they cast like either crack or crackle, I'm not sure. They have high evasion too. Well, apparently they have high evasion, but no problem there. And they also have another stronger cousin that is a ridiculous pain in the ass. Yeah, we're going to casting Peep here. There's another chest. And here we find another agility ring. So we have 2. So you can find 2 in the game. I think you can find more. Not entirely sure, but agility rings change your personality anyways. And here we have 3 skeleton swordsmen. This can be a problem if we don't take care of these guys right away. That's why I'm going to cast Kabuff and Accelerate, because that way if two or more of them, or if at least 2 of them cast Kasap, I can bump up defense again, even though that time only Sados got hit. And that time only Akuro and Kuro can, so Lollipie's defense hasn't been affected. But as you see there, a cast Kabuff and Akuro had 112 defense taken away. So Kabuff doubles, based on doing my math now, Buff doubles your defense. Kabuff increases your defense by half. So Kabuff is 50% to all party members, Buff is 100% to a single party member. So I need to remember that for later. There's a Radish Light, there's a Mimic in that chest, we're not going to deal with it. Yeah, Peep only works if you're facing a treasure chest, so if you see the exclamation point if you're playing the Android or iOS version, Peep isn't going to work unless you're facing it. There's another bluish light, and here we find another mini-metal. I think that's maybe mini-metal 59 or potentially 60, I'm not sure. I know, I've been saying in the last couple episodes I've been missing mini-metals, so... I don't think there's any other new enemies in here. I think we've met up with all of them. But yeah, they're just high defense monsters. We don't have a lot of opportunities to get better equipment yet, not for a while. So, yeah, we're going to keep going here. Hope we'll come across some good stuff soon, but... And also the mini stuff of mini metal stuff we can get for mini metals right now. Nothing really we can really use right now until we get more. Okay, there's another mimic there, and then up here there's 2 chests. I know people are probably like, well, why are you wasting so much magic? Well, I really don't want to fight Peeps. And here we get another diamond. I'm gonna give that to Lollipie. Or she got it because I have filled out all my spaces. Yeah. There's another mimic. And yep, same enemies, so. But yeah, as I said, I'd say this is about the halfway point. Non-grinding wise. Because I know I'm going to be needing to do a hell of a lot of grinding soon. Some people are like, well, it's not that difficult. Oh, I beg to differ. I remember playing this game. Last time I played this game was on my emulator for the translated version. Yeah, by the time I got to this part of the game, it was a little hard. And in this chest, we find a cat suit. A cat suit is armor. Anyone can equip it. 5 less defense, but when I equip it... Here, let me move it around here. Exchange, if I equip it, if you look at me, at Akaro... Once I clear this up, he looks like a kitty cat. There are certain... I can talk about it now. There are certain items in this version and other versions of Dragon Quest III. And the NES version, the catsuit did the same thing. Yeah, so... There's more I'll talk about in the next episode about the catsuit. Because there's... In certain versions of the game, you can use it for something that's really helpful. But right now I'm not. Right now I'm really only in here to get Ra's mirror. I gotta skip all these treasures, but it's like I'm not skipping out on too many medals, so. And I apologize if I'm not talking a whole lot this episode. There's really not to talk about much during these fights. But yeah, these skeleton swordsmen are really starting to irritate the hell out of me. The Wardles, too, when they use that damn sickly sleep breath, or sweetly sleep breath. Whatever to put me to sleep is really annoying. I love critical hits. That's awesome. When I do them, not when they're hitting my party members. Everyone's... Okay. Decent experience in gold, but... Heal. I was almost thinking if I want to conserve MP, but it's like, no, I don't have that much farther to go. And we're just going to do a little backtracking here. If we go this way, we're going to skip all the unopened treasures, and I'm getting tired. Like I said, the skeleton swordsmen and the Wardles are starting to annoy the ever-loving hell out of me, so... Yeah. I'm getting... Please, no one fall. God. Oh, son of a... Never mind. Apparently these guys aren't as bad, but yeah. I don't know, so I guess using whack you lose the experience in gold games. So that's good. Voodoo Gooders. Or is it Voodoo Gooder? I don't know, but yeah. No problem. I can't remember. I think they do cast Chaos, which is basically confused. I think it's called Fuddle or Fiddle or something. But over here, we could have went in here right away. Boom, fell down this hole. Oh, look, a chest. We look in here, and we find Ra's mirror. The item that we need to help us on. Because someone was mentioning about Ra's mirror reveals the true side of someone, appearance of someone. But anyways, I don't know if there's any more treasures around here, so I'm going to explore. I don't know why I'm not using nose for treasure, but maybe I should have. But we're just going to explore a little bit. I'm not worried about running low on MP or health, so I can heal a few more times. I'm not worried about getting my magic drained. I don't think there is. Okay, this is alright. Pushing the limits here. Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is getting a little ridiculous now. I'm getting hit with drain magic. So I don't think there's anything in here. Maybe I'll just get the hell out of here. Because, yeah, this is getting ridiculous, okay? Jeez. Enough with the drain magic. Yeah. I think after this, I'm just going to evac out of here. And, yeah, son of a bitch. God, that's a ridiculous. Zing. That's a revival spell. It's a 50-50. So, anyways, but yeah, I think after this, I am just going to evac the hell out of here. And while the battle continues on, I am going to call this an episode. So, we have attained Ra's Mirror. So, in the next episode, we will return to Menoza. We will heal up. Oh, and Lollipie reached level 19. Alright. Crappy. Alright. Safe passage, which will let us... We won't come across anything like that for a while to use that. But in the next episode, we will return to... In between episodes, I will return to Menoza and heal up. And in the next episode, we will use Ra's Mirror to reveal the true side of the king.